Hey guys, it's Ghost Queen. I'm running late. I'm discombobulated, but I'm here finally. What's up? Can you guys hear me okay? I want to make sure. Wayne, will you check that for me, honey?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
Make sure it's not going through my Bose headphones, which it sometimes does. I think they're charging. Yeah, it should be fine because they're charging, so I don't think it'll do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, good. Hey guys. Hey Shan. Thanks for coming into mod.
That sounds good.
Hey Lori, thanks for coming into mod. Hi. Is it Carla? Hi Carla, new sub here. Katie was telling us about you in her stream. I love her. I'm going to talk about that. There's my baby Wayne. He's in here. Last night I dreamed I was eating a muffler and I woke up exhausted. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on with Dreamland lately because I've been having some crazy ass dreams and so has Wayne. So here I am. I missed 2 nights in a row. I'm so sorry. All I can say is I am trying to stream every day, but I think I'm more of a nighttime streamer. And a lot of times what happens is it's just like I might have these busy, crazy days. And then by the time it's evening, sometimes I'm just like, I'm too tired. I don't feel like getting ready. I'm moody, whatever. So sometimes I just can't make it, but I'm trying. So here I am tonight. Wayne, I can hear me. So I do have a bunch of stuff to just kind of chitty chat and catch up tonight and talk about because I haven't streamed now since Saturday night. That's crazy. Shan, did you have any success with your uploads? Because I do love when you upload those videos. I'm stuffing some candy down my throat because I'm starving. I should have eaten first, but I didn't. So don't mind me. But I have a ton of stuff to talk about tonight. So we're not going to do The Sims tonight. I might touch on it, but this isn't going to be a big Sims family murder case night because I just have a bunch of trash talk instead. So, I'm drinking some lemonade. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a really hard time drinking enough water and hydrating well enough throughout the day, and it's like, it's affecting me. And I can see it in my skin, especially now that I'm getting older. Like, I can pinch my neck skin and it'll like stay, which tells me I'm totally dehydrated and I need to drink more. And he's been yelling at me like, you gotta drink more. And I'm like, I know. Sometimes I'll go the whole day and I won't eat at all. And I'm barely drinking. You know, I'm drinking some throughout the day, but not enough, clearly. So I'm guzzling down some lemonade. I should be drinking more water, but I'm gonna keep working on it. No wig tonight. You've got my boring, straight, flat hair, which I totally need a dye job. Oh, I'm going to put on the other light. Hold on. I totally need a dye job, but I did just order my hair dye, so I'll be dyeing my hair in a couple of days. You can see how quickly the pink fades. And here's what I think I'm going to do, because, you know, I'm new with the pink. I don't like to bleach my hair too much because it's so bad for your hair. You know, it just totally, like, ruins the condition of your hair. So I think what I'm going to do is, instead of putting the pink on top, although I really like it, I'm thinking about putting it on the bottom and having the purple on top, because I just feel like I'm going to have to bleach more often if I keep the pink on top. I mean, it does look cute and I like it, but it'll mean bleaching more often. Whereas if I switch and I have the purple on top and the pink on the bottom, I won't have to dye as much because my roots come in so quick. Like, look, my roots are already coming in. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I keep it on top or should I put it on the bottom? Tell me what to do. I don't know. It's confusing. But I like the pink and the purple. I'm glad I added the pink to the mix. But it fades really quickly, as you can see. And the purple stays just fine. So anyway, I just ordered some more pink and purple dye. So I'm going to do it again, one way or the other. So that's that. I didn't even do fake eyelashes tonight. I'm just like, I just want to be casual and relax and chitty chat. And then when I'm done, I'm going to go stuff my face because I'm starving. And I had promised Wayne I was going to make a meatloaf tonight, but I just didn't even have time. So hopefully I'll do that tomorrow night. So, okay, tons of things to catch up on. I got a bunch of new slime. For those who like to follow my silliness, check it out. It's like 3D slime. Wait till you see this disgusting stuff, and I love it. It actually came with like 3D glasses, okay? Check it. This is the biggest tub of slime I've ever gotten. Hi, Lori. Did I say hi? And it's awful and lovely all at once, okay? I was trying to show Wayne last night, and he's like, yeah, you know, he's so not impressed with my slime now. But this one is like, first of all, it's a huge tub of it. It's just so much at once. But look at it. Oh my God, look. Look at that slime. It's fabulous. I love it. So this is the big new one. It's got like red and blue and silver like sparkly things in it. So I'm probably going to be playing with that while I talk. Then I got this one, and they're all different. This was on clearance, and it's iceberg. It's a totally different texture and consistency, and it's like really jelly, but it smells awesome. It's got some really cool, nice scent that I like. Ugh, but it's a little sticky. This one, I'm not even going to take it out because I'd have to wash my hands afterwards. This one is Scento's Scented Cloud Slime, and I got it because it was bubblegum scent, which is like one of my most favorite scents. And it, not for nothing, I've gotten a different kind of cloud slime that doesn't stick on your hands as much as this one does. This gets so much junk on your hands, you have to wash your hands afterwards. I'm not really crazy about that, but I do like the bubblegum scent. But I got a different cloud slime that was a better consistency. And then I got this one, Nickelodeon Slime Piece of Cake Fun Scent. And I like this one. The scent isn't really doing a lot for me, but it's got these little, I like the way it looks. The visual is good and the consistency is good. I also hate the jar. It's a fucking pain in the ass to get out. So I'm just going to show you a little. But I like this one. It's cool. It's a pretty pink color, and I like the little things in it. And it's a nice consistency. It stretches well. Doesn't stick to your hands. I like this one a lot. In fact, I think that's it. Oh no, and I got a clear one, which I'll show you later because I think it's in my purse. I actually took it with me today. Yeah, Slime Light. That's perfect, Shan. We'll have to have like a little Slime Light segment every time I go and buy more slime. And then I bought some shaving cream to make my own with shaving cream, which I've never done yet. Anyway, that's the little slime talk. It may have, Lori. I don't know. I'm not sure. So, yeah, thank you, Carla, for coming in and checking us out over here. You know, we're the paranormal land over here. And I started watching Katie some time ago when I was having some drama in the paranormal, which we do have over here, believe it or not, just like all the other YouTube communities. And the drama in the paranormal community was kind of spilling over to the drama community because some people were from the drama community were with these paranormal people. And I wasn't even at the time aware of like other YouTube communities. I just wasn't really in touch, I guess. I was out of the loop. So I started kind of exploring like the drama community and Boit, and I haven't really explored the true crime community much. I've got all I can handle with the drama and Boit and paranormal. That's enough. So, and it seems like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the true crime community might be like the nuttiest one out of all of us. It seems like there's a lot of like loopy people over there. And I think they have the most drama. Anyway, hey Purple Quartz, how are you? So yeah, that's when I started watching Katie, and whether she knows it or not, she kind of had my back at one point, and I really appreciated that. But not only that, I just started watching her and started kind of getting into it, you know, like everybody else does who watches her. And I think she's fabulous. I think she's funny and charming and cute and adorable, and she cracks me up. And I hated watching everyone be so fucking cruel to her all the time. So I just started kind of checking around, being like, wow, this woman seems to get a lot of hate. I wonder why. And then, and I really couldn't see it. I thought she was kind of cool and likable. And I do get a pretty good feel for people. And yeah, so I started watching her and supporting her, and I was, you know, a sub and person in chat and whatnot. And I then saw like a video and saw how much weight she lost, and I just was impressed with that. That is not easy to do. I did get certified as a yoga instructor, although I've never taught in a studio. I was in that community for quite a while, and I know how hard it is just to lose a little weight, you know, and just to get in shape and lose a little weight, and doing what she did, like, that's hard work. Whether you had surgery to do it or not, it's still hard work. Like, everything she's been through, like, that's a big lifestyle change and a lot of work. And I thought she was impressive, and I just think she's so brave. You know, she really is. She's brave. I've seen her do things that, like, I consider myself to be a pretty brave person, but I've seen her do things that I'm like, wow, she's brave. And that impresses me. When people have courage, that impresses me. And I think she's got a lot of courage. I think she's got a lot of spunk. I think she's smarter than she thinks. And when she's feeling confident and happy and up, I don't see how she couldn't make anyone smile. I think she's very charming. And yeah, I like her. That's it. And so I did offer to do some readings for her. And I gave her some readings privately. Not because I wanted her to, you know, pump me up, but I appreciate that she did. So yeah, thank you, Katie. You know I love you and think you're awesome. And I want to see her relationship succeed. And I thought that everybody was being a little too harsh on Dylan and a little too judgmental. And, you know, it's just hard to know. You know, you can't know the ins and outs of someone's relationship. And I also started a relationship, like, a little bit in the spotlight. Obviously, I'm not as much in the spotlight as she is, but Wayne and I went through all that. And it was hard. It was really hard. Wayne and I knew each other through the paranormal, and we got involved like online and had an online relationship for 6 months. And then I moved like across country to be with him. And we've been together for a couple of years, and we're happy and still in love, and things are great. And but we've been through a lot of crap because of people online. So I get it. I get how hard it is, and it's a real challenge. And when you live your life somewhat in the public eye, and then you have a relationship there too, it can be really tough. And Wayne and I have, man, we've been through a lot and overcome a lot of obstacles, and we're still going strong. So I like to support love and romance. I love love. I love love. I'm so excited Valentine's Day is coming. I love it. I'm all about the romance and the love. So yeah, I did some readings for her. It was really fun. I enjoyed it, and she seemed to think they were pretty spot on. And I always like to get the positive feedback, so that was good. So yeah, thanks for making your way over here. Appreciate that. And she's awesome. I will always support her. I did, I've tipped her before. I bought one of her shirts, which I love, that hot pink one. I've got that hot pink t-shirt. And like when I have my hair the hot pink, it matches perfectly. I love that hot pink. I hope she does more merch in the hot pink, because I really like that. I love that color. So yeah, that's the MFW deal. And you know how she's got like Savage is her, like Savage wants to wear like a Katie skin suit. I have one of those people too. So I can relate to that as well. So yeah, that's that story. Okay, so one thing I wanted to bring up, this is sad, so I'm going to get it out of the way. Now, this isn't an individual that I knew personally. Like, we weren't friends, but I was aware of him. I had seen him on someone else's channel that I follow pretty closely. And I've also heard, I had heard various sort of rumors about this person, which I'm not going to get into now because, well, actually that's not true. I'm going to mention one thing that I had heard. I had heard that he was charging, he was in a paranormal group. And of course I hear a lot about the paranormal. I have my finger on that pulse. And I had heard that his group, and I don't know if he had a group or if it was just him or what, but I had heard that he was charging for, oh, I just heard a really weird sound. Oh, that was really strange. Joshua, if you're here, don't be upset with me. I'm just repeating what I heard. Doesn't mean I knew it was true or agreed with it if it was true. I'm going to speak my mind, even if he's getting irritated with me in spirit. And I don't know if he is, but something weird just happened. Anyway, I had heard that he was charging, I don't know if he was charging for investigations or for cleansings or exorcisms or whatever he was doing. I had heard he was charging. Now, I can speak on this as to why people in the paranormal get up in arms about that, because most of us who will go into people's homes to help them, if they are having trouble with the paranormal, we don't charge. Wayne and I don't charge to do that sort of thing. And although we don't do it a lot, we do it. We will go to someone's home and help them if they feel that they're having some sort of problem that is supernatural. We'll help. We'll go in and we'll help and we'll investigate and we'll try to help at least. And we definitely don't charge. And I personally don't think you should charge to do that kind of work. But he did. And I guess I can understand the argument for it, but most people in the paranormal don't charge for that. And I guess his sort of shtick was that he felt he was better equipped to help people than other people in the paranormal, and that's why he felt he was entitled to charge. Anyway, that's the drama, the controversy that I heard about him. Nonetheless, I'm never one to just hear something and take it as fact. I always, would prefer to go to the person directly, talk to the person directly. And the funny thing is I kept feeling pulled toward him. It started like around the middle of December. And I don't normally just reach out to strangers a lot. It's just not something I do very often. So I was fighting the pull or the push, whatever Shan says, I think it should evolve into charging considering you're risking yourself. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of why the paranormal is such a free-for-all. It's because there isn't really a set standard and there's no governing body or agency and no, particular guidelines or rules or set standards to follow. And many of us have talked about it in the past, how there should be. But there isn't. And I can see the point. I can see the argument. All I can say is, unless everyone started doing it, I can't see Wayne and I ever doing that. But that's also because we can make money other ways, so I don't feel like we would ever need to do that and whatnot. Hey, Terry, how are you? Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, so that was what was said. Anyway, I kept feeling pushed or pulled or however you want to say it, I was being drawn to him. I didn't know why. I'm never going to lie and say like, let's say somebody passes. I'm never going to say, oh, I knew he was going to pass. Like, if I didn't really know. If I didn't get like that information, I'm not going to lie and say I did. And I certainly didn't. I wasn't getting any messages from spirit or any intuition or, precog thing, nothing. I didn't know that was going to happen. But I will say I kept feeling pushed or pulled or drawn or whatever toward him. And I initially was sort of fighting it because I don't feel super comfortable all the time reaching out to strangers kind of just for no reason. Plus, if it's a dude, I don't ever want him to think it's like a romantic thing, which it certainly wasn't. But I did end up contacting him. I waited a couple of weeks and the feeling wouldn't go away. So I finally sent him a message on Facebook. And I just said, hey, my name is Heather, AKA Ghost Queen. I'm in the paranormal as well. I've been in it for years, know a lot of people. My partner and I do this and, blah, blah, blah. I just kind of introduced myself. And I didn't hear back from him. And I was sort of like, that's weird. I'm surprised he's not responding to me. But then somebody told me that, yes, a lot of jewelry. And the crown. Yeah, a lot of bling. But then someone told me that he had actually had his Facebook shut down. I know he was having some kind of problems with arguing with members of the ONA, I guess, or something. I don't know. I have enough hard time following the paranormal drama without getting into the occult drama as well. Sometimes I'll be mildly amused by some of the occult drama, but I usually don't stick my nose in or get too involved in it. Anyway, I knew he was having some of that drama and some fighting with people and whatnot. But I guess the point is that, like I say, I wasn't a friend of him. I had never interacted with him to my recollection. But, he was part of two communities that I am involved in, and it's sad. I don't know how old he was, but he certainly looked pretty young. He looked like he was in his 20s, and I guess he must have had some sort of house fire. He died from smoke inhalation, I guess, and it's just tragic to see anyone that young pass. So I did want to just mention it and say, let's all keep him in our thoughts very sad. Keep his family in our thoughts. He had 2 sons, I believe, and that's also very sad when a parent passes before their children. That's not the order of things. So I wanted to just mention it, pay my respects here on my channel, and just say what a sad, sad loss for the paranormal and the occult community. Whether you liked him, whether you didn't like him, doesn't matter now. Very sad to lose someone that young. So, yeah. So safe travels and journeys to the next life for Joshua Savage of Black Dragon Paranormal. I was very, very saddened to hear that. Tragic loss. So, I wanted to mention that. Get the sad parts out of the way. Hey, Kira, how are you, honey? Moving along. What else was I going to talk about? I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Onision anymore, and I'm not at any big length, but I am just going to make a note of all of a sudden now there's like a ton more drama about him. Like, within the past couple days, like all this new stuff has come out. Like, I guess he had a daughter that fell from a window when she was 2, but this happened a while ago. It's not like it just happened. I don't even really understand why that's being brought up, other than I guess maybe people are suggesting he's a negligent parent. Although he's not the only parent, so why is he just the negligent parent, you know? And then somebody released a video playing audio recordings of neighbors calling the police on him and his, I guess, to do welfare checks on Kai. I don't know, but like I say, if you're interested in that whole bit of drama, there are new elements to it online that have come across my feed and a couple people mentioned to me. So you can go check it out. So that's that story. I've been wrapped up in just life stuff the past couple of days. I've, been paying a lot of attention to these puppies. And I did speak to the woman who I'm friendly with, one of my neighbors who, it was her dog that had these puppies. And I have taken the puppies over here and put them in my barn. I'm just trying to help her out. She's got a lot on her plate right now. And I thought perhaps trying to get these puppies weaned from the mother, and then, trying to find homes for them and all that might be a lot for her to handle, as well as looking after them and whatnot. She's got a lot going on, and I wanted to help. So I've taken them to, today I got them and brought them over here, and they're in the barn. I have a stall in the barn that I can, lock so that they can't get out at night. And, obviously if they go to the bathroom in there, it's no big deal. It's an old dilapidated barn. So, and we've got some really cold temperatures this week for Louisiana. It's been really cold, like the past night or two, and it's supposed to continue for a few more nights. Really, really bitter cold. So I'm helping with the pups, and, we will be feeding them and probably buying supplies for them, maybe even worming them and whatnot. And if anyone wants to help donate to that cause, you can, donate some money on to my PayPal. If I have extra money that doesn't need to go to the puppies from money that's donated, I will donate it to the shelter that we always donate to. So that's that story. And my PayPal is just ghostqueenoracle@gmail.com. So if anybody has a couple extra bucks to spare and you want to help these puppies out, Louisiana just has such a huge problem with animals. All animals. Horses, dogs, cats, pigs, all of them. Like, there's just a problem here with animals. And in fact, our local shelter has put a freeze on accepting any more animals. So I couldn't even bring the puppies there if I wanted to, because they are dealing with so many animals right now. And the vet bills for these animals, they can't even afford to take any more animals right now. So that's why I'm keeping them here at the house. So that's what's happening with the puppies. But I got to tell you, they're adorable. Adorable. And puppies make everything in life feel good. I've had so much fun playing with them, taking pictures, videoing them. Juju, met them today. She was so gentle and sweet and cute, and the puppies are just adorable. And every time I'm with them, I'm like, I love you, I love you, I want you all. The puppies are great. Hey, Dreama, what did you not know, Shan? The Joshua Savage thing of Black Dragon Paranormal? I think that's what you're referring to. Yeah, it was really, really sad. I would like to eat some food from a Korean restaurant right now. I'm starving. Anyway, so that's that story. Puppies, puppies, puppies everywhere. There's 6 of them. I just started naming them. I named one Apollo. I named one Zeus. I named one Nyx. And I named one Mojo. Mojo is one I may keep. I don't know if I can talk Wayne into it. I'm still not totally convinced I want it myself, but it does have one blue eye. I've been after a dog with that thing going on, so we shall see. And Juju really could use a sibling. She'd be happier. And then the 2 other dogs I still have to name. So that's that story. What else was I going to mention tonight? Oh, I know. So this is something. Oh, the Kai thing? Yeah, this has just come out, Shan, like today. I saw a couple of videos, and I can try to find them and put links in the description after the show. Just give me, like an hour or 2 to do that. Sometimes I don't get the links up until like an hour or 2 after the show, but I'll remember to do that. And you can check it out either later tonight or tomorrow if you're interested in that whole saga. So the next thing I was going to talk about, this also does have to do with the drama community. I'm also friendly with Unitonica. I've gone into her chats before. She's always been very welcoming and very friendly to me. She's come into my my streams as well, and I like her. She's very sweet and very pleasant to me. Yes, I know, because I'm going to heat up some appetizers in a minute, because I'm starving. So anyway, yeah, I get along with her. We have a friendly relationship, and I saw something. I've been really busy. It's hard for me to go into everybody's, things, streams and videos, and I know so many people on YouTube between all the different communities. I can't spend my whole life on YouTube. And I stream myself, so it's tough. But I try to support people when I can and check out at least one of their videos or streams now and again. Is that you? Wayne? Wayne?
What?
Is that you knocking?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I went and saw one of her videos. Hey, Dario, how are you? And this was very disturbing. Now, everyone who knows me knows I don't get along with American Drunko, don't like him, never will. And he is involved with the ship. He's friendly with the people on the ship, and I really don't follow what these people do. I have zero interest in them. But there's a guy on the ship who, I guess he's from Massachusetts, which is embarrassing for me because I'm also from Massachusetts, but I would like to think I have nothing in common with this individual whatsoever. he is the type of person that just turns me off. I don't know how else to say it. He's such a turnoff to me. And, you know, he acts like he's sort of like this alpha male, and he clearly is not. And, yeah, he's just not the type of individual I'm drawn to. There's a lot of people on YouTube I kind of feel are low-hanging fruit, and he's probably one of them. However, if someone is on YouTube being toxic, then I will mention them. And he is someone I've seen be toxic on YouTube repeatedly. And he was making some video. I didn't watch the whole video. I went and looked at it just to see what it was. I skimmed through it very quickly and very briefly. I cannot listen to this gentleman. It's just not something I want to put my time and energy and focus into. But he was bashing, I think, Katie and Sam and Uni, and I don't know if anyone else. But the whole time he's wearing a wig, which he is clearly making fun of Unitanika's hair. And, I mean, that's... Anybody with a lick of sense knows that that is very offensive, and it's being very racist. And these people keep claiming they're not racist. I mean, it's insanity. And how anyone supports that type of behavior, I don't know, but I certainly do not. And I feel terrible that she had to witness something like that. And I would hope that no one would support that kind of behavior. It's just really distasteful, really distasteful. So low level, you know, no class whatsoever. Gross, yuck, no thank you. So yeah, that was a shame. And I feel very bad for Uni to have to deal with that kind of shit, you know. Really just low level. So I wanted to mention it. That's that. On a more positive note, I have been watching a show I'm really into. I mentioned how I love the mine hunters, the FBI profilers who work at Quantico. And the work that they do, I find it fascinating. You know, I am someone who recognizes patterns, and I like to analyze things, people, all of it. And I think had my life gone in a different direction, that would have been a career I would have really enjoyed. So I've always been fascinated by them, and I've read books and whatnot. And I finally saw this show on Netflix, Mindhunter, and it's about how that whole branch at Quantico came into existence. And it's interesting, and it's good. It's a good show, and I've gotten really sucked in. So I've been binge watching that when I have time. You know, watching an episode or two a night, and I've been really enjoying it. So if you have Netflix, check it out. If you like that sort of thing, I think you'll really like the show. I think the acting's great, and yeah, it's cool. It's fun. So I've been watching that, getting into that. I don't watch a ton of TV, but you know, every once in a while I'll watch something, and I've been getting into that show now and again. So that's been fun. And what else? I got a bird feeder. I haven't hung it yet, but I'm excited to. We have lovely birds here. So I'm excited to hang that up. Do some bird watching. I'd like to get a few of them eventually. It is sort of the start of Mardi Gras season here. I have a new shirt, King Cakes. Catch beads, Mardi Gras, celebrate What does it say on the bottom there? Let the good times roll. Mardi Gras colors are purple, gold, and green. All my colors. Love the colors. I got a Mardi Gras wreath for the door, and I'm hoping Wayne and I will participate in Mardi Gras a little bit this year, so I'm looking forward to that. Haven't bought a king cake yet, but I'm gonna soon. I want to get a good one. I don't want to get like a crappy one from Walmart or something. I want to get a good one. So yeah, we need to hit up like a bakery and get a good king cake. And that's always a fun time of year around here. And I was able today to drop off, some of you may remember, yeah, we've got a lot of birds here. Obviously, we get the great big like white egrets in the pond, which are gorgeous and really fun to watch. And we get hawks and owls. And in fact, when I was moving into this house, Wayne wasn't here. I was here on my own, and I saw a little baby owl land right next to me out on the back patio. It was adorable. But we also get these like, I get these birds that nest in my hanging plants. I think they're called thrush. I think so. It's a breed I wasn't familiar with from New England, but they're cute. And we get all of them. Blue jays, cardinals, finches. I see tons of birds here. We're like a little nature refuge over here. A little wild kingdom. So yeah, I wanted to start feeding the birds. We get flying squirrels and regular squirrels and all of it. So, yeah, I did, oh, also, I am going to speak to her and get her permission before I do this, and she's not here tonight in the chat, but I'll send her a message privately. So somebody from the paranormal, from going way back, has been coming into the chat lately, Fumble Bunny. Her name is Lisa. And she was also good friends with Larry, Scary Larry Moses, who was a good friend of mine. And her and I have been connecting. And she sent me this really long email. And I still need to read it a little bit more at length, in depth, with more focus. I just briefly glanced over it last night. But if she's amenable to it, I might share it with you guys and just read her email to you, because I think you will find this interesting, and it is a subject I've talked about before and that I've focused on in the past and that I've talked to other people about. But I would never share something that was sent to me privately without getting permission. So I'm going to ask her if she's okay with it first. And if she's not, it's no big deal. I could still sort of touch on the subject. But she writes pretty eloquently, and I thought if she was okay with it, I would just read her email before I respond. And then we could all chat about it as well. But I am going to respond to her privately too. So that was that. I was going to mention that. And yeah, that's, I think, most of my topics I was going to bring up tonight. I'm going to do a little bit of the usual, but it's not going to be a super long stream tonight because, like I say, I am starving. Let me put this away. Stop playing with it. Let me look at my notes. I don't think there was anything too much else I was going to touch on tonight. I think that's pretty much the most of it. So, moving along, I'm going to read from the spell book, the spell journal, the year, what do they call it? The daily spell journal. See what they say for today. So we've got January 21st. Confident communication spell. You will need Tiger's Eye Stone, red string, or embroidery floss, or you could just use red thread. Do this spell if you've got a big speech coming up, a presentation in front of a large group, or a pending personal conversation that makes you nervous. If possible, do this spell on a Wednesday, which is associated with Mercury and communication. Taking your time, Wrap the tiger's eye stone in the red floss. I love tiger's eye too. I'm going to say red thread. That's a tongue twister. Taking your time, wrap the tiger's eye stone in the red thread. Picture yourself trapping your courage inside the stone, binding it tight with the string. As you continue to wrap it, say, I speak with clarity and courage. I speak with confidence and strength. I speak with self-assuredness and authority. I speak with poise and conviction. Carry the wrapped stone in your pocket when it's time to speak and feel the courage within yourself. Ooh, I like that one. That's good. You know, it's funny, you know, I'm a huge follower, believer, whatever you want to say, in synchronicity. And it's funny how, like, I just get little synchronicity things all the time. Like, for instance, that was connecting me to, I was thinking as I did pop into, Katie had asked me if I minded if she publicly talked about the readings I had given her. And I said, no, that was fine. I appreciated her asking, but I said it was fine. If she wanted to talk about it, she was welcome to. And I don't know if she talked about it today or not. She streamed a few times. I didn't get to see them all because I had a busy day with these dogs. But then I did pop into, I saw her streaming tonight with Dylan, and I popped in and said hello. And she was eating dinner with him. And that's when she did shout me out. But one of the things I was going to say to her privately, I was going to message her and thank her for shouting me out and whatnot, was that, and I mentioned it briefly earlier, that when she, you know, when she gets that sort of, it's almost like a cockiness type thing, but some people might see it that way. I see it more as a confidence thing, where she's speaking in this very confident sort of, what's the best word I'm looking for? Because cockiness isn't right. She's speaking in a confident, kind of playful tone. You know, I'm sure anybody who follows her sees her do it. And it's charming and it's cute. And I like it. And it appeals to me. And it's true. When you can carry yourself with that kind of confidence, it's creative. It's energetically creative. And I highly suggest everyone do that. And I know that's not easy to do. And a lot of people really struggle with confidence. So if you don't feel like you're, you know, some anomaly. Most people struggle with confidence. Most people have some sort of insecurity, whatever that may be about themselves. So, you know, projecting yourself in a confident way isn't easy for anyone. So don't think that it is. But if you can fake it till you make it, I do think that that's creative, and it will help you to be more confident. So yeah, I was going to encourage Katie to keep that up, because not only is it cute and charming and appealing, but it's also effective as a means of strengthening and developing and ensuring your own self-confidence. So yeah, that's a good little tip. I think with almost anything, if you fake it till you make it, that is a creative process. So you should definitely do that. So that's that. I am also going to read about a crystal tonight. I'm going to choose one. Oh, and I went right to onyx, which I love. So let's talk about onyx. I'm reading from the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. Okay. Onyx, obviously, most of us know it's black, but it can also come in gray, white, blue, brown, yellow, or red. It's banded, marble-like, often polished, and it comes in all different sizes. It's readily available. It's not very rare, and it's sourced out of Italy, Mexico, United States, Russia, Brazil, and South Africa. Onyx is strength-giving. It provides support in difficult or confusing circumstances and during times of enormous mental or physical stress. Centering your energy and aligning it with a higher power, accessing higher guidance is facilitated by Onyx as is connection with the whole. It can take you forward to view the future and, with its capacity to impart personal strength, facilitates being master of one's destiny. This stone promotes vigor, steadfastness, and stamina. It aids learning lessons, imparting self-confidence, and helping you to be at ease in your surroundings. Onyx is a secretive stone that assists in keeping your own counsel. However, onyx is said to hold the memories of things that have happened to the wearer. It can be used for psychometry, telling the story to those who are sensitive to its vibrations. This property of holding physical memories makes onyx useful in past life work for healing old injuries and physical trauma that are affecting the present life. Holding a piece of onyx takes your attention to the site of the previous injury, which can then be released through body work, reframing, or crystal therapy, or Reiki. Onyx can also be used to heal old grief and sorrow. So that essentially is saying, like, if you were, let's say, a soldier in a past life and you got stabbed in the gut, you could actually carry that into your next life and maybe have gut problems or, have anxiety that, you feel in your stomach or whatever. So this can help to heal those past wounds. Onyx is beneficial for teeth, bones, bone marrow, blood disorders, and the feet. I don't remember where I just left off reading above. I don't know if I read it all. So if I'm repeating myself, forgive me. Psychologically, onyx recognizes and integrates dualities within the self. It anchors the flighty into a more stable way of life and generally imparts self-control. Onyx is a mental tonic which clearly I need, that alleviates overwhelming fears and worries. I love onyx and I do have some. Onyx conveys the invaluable gift of wise decisions. Physically, onyx assists in absorbing from the universe energies that are required for healing or other purposes. It balances the yin and the yang energies within the body. Wear it on the left side of your body. Place or hold as appropriate. Traditionally, onyx worn around the neck was said to cool lust and support chastity. Very interesting. I didn't know that last part. Good stuff, huh? So yeah, that's our little crystal chat. And as far as paranormal stuff is concerned, I haven't done anything too super exciting in that department the past few days just because I've been too busy. I could do a quick spirit box session before I go if anyone is interested. Would you like me to? I don't have to, but I can do. I'm open to it if you guys are wanting one. So let me know in the chat if you want a spirit box session. And while I'm waiting to see if you do, I'm actually going to run in the other room for just a quick moment. If you can be patient with me, I will be right back. Oh, and that just actually reminded me of one other thing I want to tell you when I come back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm making these. These are kind of like a new thing. If you see these in the store and you like this sort of thing, I love these. It's like a mini snack mix, and they have like little tiny cheese balls, little tiny cheeseburger flavored pizza rolls, little tiny ham and cheese bites, and little tiny potato cakes. I love these. They're so yummy. And I've made them a few times already now, just as like a quick appetizer to like, you know, stave off the hunger until dinner. Yeah. Yeah, you want a spirit box session? Okay, cool. We'll do a quick spirit box session. Oh, one other thing I was going to just show you. This is like a makeup thing for the girly girls. A funny thing. Oh, two things I was going to show you or tell you about. Okay. So I don't know if you ever saw a while back somebody, and I don't remember who, but one of the big beauty people like Kylie Jenner or somebody, I don't know who. I don't follow them all very closely, but they came out with like a brush set in a shiny thing, and it was like, I don't know, $400 or something, and I loved it, but there was no way I was going to do that. I picked this up at, I think, TJ Maxx, this brush set for $20. And, you know, you can roll the brushes up in here, and I just loved this because it was silver, and it's actually not real leather, but I don't mind that. And I really liked it. And the whole set was like 20 or 25 bucks, right? So I like that for traveling, and then I keep my brushes in here. And they were all these little silver brushes, and they're just like e.l.f., that company e.l.f. And I love them. They've worked great for me. I've had no problems with them. And then I had one other set that's sort of like that rose goldy, and it's just some no name. I picked this up cheap too, but they're all, I've been happy with my brushes. They're not expensive. Oh, you do? Hey, Lady Norn, I don't know if I saw you and said hi. You have that set too? I love it, okay? And I have a couple other brushes I've bought individually, but I have never spent a lot of money on brushes. I am fairly new to all the makeup stuff in general until I bought this brush, my Kabuki, this Velvet Luxe one that I had to have. And, you know, it's from IT Cosmetics, and it's discontinued. But I found it, I bought it for 35 bucks, and this is the best brush I've ever had. I love it. But you learn something new every day, and I do like to regularly clean my brushes. But sometimes it just seems like a big project. I try to do it like once a week, okay? All my dirty brushes I clean. I wash them with a brush cleaner and everything. And usually I'll just leave them lying like on my counter in the bathroom. And it just seemed like disordered, right? So I'm like, I gotta figure out a different system here. So I had this little like container, and I just put plain water in it, and I stuck my dirty brushes in there, thinking I'll just let them soak until I get a chance to fucking wash them, okay? So brilliant Heather over here goes and figures out what happens to your brushes when you do that, if they're cheap e.l.f. ones that you've bought very low price, okay? If this ever happened to an expensive brush, I think I'd want to like slit my own throat live on YouTube. But basically, they all cracked. The water absorbed up into the wood handle of the brush. Let me see if my camera will focus in so you can see. But they cracked.
They didn't like the water.
Not all of them, but like almost all the eye ones that I use, the smaller brushes. Like all my big ones are fine. I didn't soak those. But all the eye ones, so they're all cracked.
Did you ever find the ones that we got last night?
What's that?
Did you ever find those ones that we got last night?
No.
You never found them?
I didn't. But those were just cheapies. I bought a pack of like cheapy, eyeshadow applicators because all my brushes just cracked. Anyway, so I need to pick up new brushes. I do have one e.l.f. brush that's like clear, like acrylic handle that I bought singly just because I liked the brush, and that one was fine. That one didn't crack. Will you just flip those for me? Please, honey. Thank you. Just take like the tongs and just flip them over and just another 5 minutes. So yeah, that was a bit of shame, and I thought I would pass along the information so nobody else does that stupid thing that I did and have your brushes crack. Like I say, can you imagine if you bought like some $400 set and you soaked your brushes and they all flippin' cracked? You'd be pissed. Or I would be, at least. Oh, and this was the other thing I started to say earlier, and then I got sidetracked, as I often do. Some of you may remember that I met this little girl who was enamored with my zombie bear backpack, and she was very sweet in that she had lost her dad. Her dad had passed away, and she was really struggling with that, and I chit-chatted with her. I don't know, sometimes kids are just really attracted to me, and I'll end up like just chatting with them and being friendly. You know, I have the crazy hair and the crazy accessories and dress and whatnot, and they notice me. I stand out, you know, I don't blend. And kids generally like stuff like that, so I'll chat to them. I'm friendly to kids. So anyway, I met this little girl. Her name was Gabby. She was like 10, I think, and she was a real little sweetheart. I talked to her on the phone at one point and whatnot. So I had bought a gift for her at Christmas, and I finally dropped it off today, that somewhere where she's going to be able to get it. But I was going to show you what I got her, because I also got one for myself, and I also got one for my youngest daughter, Willow. They sell these at Walmart, okay? And the reason why I got it for Gabby was because when I met her and I was wearing the bear backpack, she was wearing a unicorn backpack. So I got her this little unicorn, and as I say, they sell them at Walmart, and then I had to get myself one because I just couldn't not. And I got Willow one too. It's dubbed like the softest plush in the world, and I have to say, it's so friggin' soft. And you know me with the sensory stuff, I like textile, you know, that's not the word I'm looking for. Tactile. I like tactile sensation. So I like soft things. Like I have this blanket. It's so cold here. I was throwing this on my lap. Like this is like a fake fur blanket. Like anything really soft, I'm like, you know. And this I do that with. It's just so soft. So I just cuddle it with my hands. And I thought that the girls, my daughter Willow, and then this little girl Gabby too, would enjoy it. So he's very cute. If you have children you want a gift for, or if you're into toys yourself, like I am, a 51-year-old, you know, child, you might like this. And they also have a gray dog. It's just so soft. It's the cutest stuffed animal. So I hope Gabby likes that. I hope I hear from her. So I think that is it. I think that's all the stuff I was going to chitty chat about tonight. So I will go ahead and do a spirit box session. See if anybody wants to say hi tonight. And I'll turn off the big light for that. And just for a few minutes though, because then I'm going to go stuff my face. Starving. What box am I going to use? Let's see. I think I'll use my new box. I think I'm going to try Dark Star number 15 because it's so pretty and attractive, and because I need to start bonding my energy with this box. Like, I just wanted to reach for number 7 because that's my box. But if I don't start using this box, I'm not going to bond with it and it won't work as well. So I need to just force myself to start using it because I love it. It's gorgeous. But, you know, I've been using 7 for so long that works so well for me. But anyway, here we go. Oh, let me turn the big light off. Oh, hey, Jasmine. Awesome. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm so thrilled that Katie was kind enough to shout me out and send people here. Thanks for popping in. We're just about to do a spirit box session. For those that don't know what that is, a spirit box is essentially a radio that sweeps through the stations, and spirits are able to manipulate the audio and come through. Sometimes they come through in their own voices as well. And we build them. We build these spirit boxes. These are not, you know, a lot of times people in the paranormal use what's called shack hacks. That's what I started out with, like a Radio Shack. And you just hack it and then it'll just sweep through. But these are custom built spirit boxes that we build. And this is my new one. It's Dark Star number 15. Ghost Queen with the purple and the pink to match my new hair. Because I had purple hair for years, but I just recently added the pink. Okay, so if any spirits want to come through and communicate tonight, we would love to hear from you. It's Ghost Queen. Spirits. Ooh, that sounded like a kid straight away.
Did you hear?
Did I hear a child?
So it's like.
Did they say pizza?
What?
Don't tease me with food.
A wife?
Did you say something about a wife?
Babe.
Oh, thank you. I always forget that. Wayne just went and shut off our floodlight out back because it always interferes with the spirit boxes.
Could be better at?
Well, I don't agree.
Savings or
I heard a hey baby.
Number 1 team.
If there's any child spirits here, could you come through on the box, please? I love to hear when the children come through.
Everything you. One more.
Angel. I thought they said love you.
Something Google. Sure. I got. She.
Are there any children spirits here?
You see.
Now, if you heard that, now, first of all, if you're not used to listening to Spirit Box, it takes a while to kind of develop an ear for it. But for the rest of you who are in the chat and are used to hearing that, if you heard that, that came over several sweeps, and now I just forgot what it was. Yeah, short-term memory. It's great.
Ching.
But I caught something that came over like, it was like a 3-word sentence and it went like boom, boom, boom over like several sweeps. And they do that.
You're not full.
No, I'm not full. I'm starving. Do any of the child spirits want to come touch the unicorn? I thought I heard a little girl there. I just heard a child there. I've heard a little girl a couple of times. Could you tell me your name, honey? She said, I'm next to you. She said, see him. And I heard a male earlier said, see me? Heather. Yes, animals are usually sensitive to spirit. I'm going to slow down the sweep. Descent? I heard someone say help. I hear you trying to say your name. What is your name?
Okay. Pace. Program.
Are you seeking peace?
Born ready. It's with other.
Now, I didn't quite catch what it said, but you heard there just a second ago, like, it was a female voice and it went really, really fast. That's, like, when you hear that, you can tell it's not radio coming through. That's spirit, because you can tell the spirit's speaking really, really fast to kind of get it in on that one little sweep there. And that's not just like radio bleeding through, which does happen. Radio does bleed through. Hey, Raquel, how are you, honey?
Hey. Are you running? What happened? cops. I attract.
You heard the whisper, and I thought I heard profanity. I thought I heard him say cocksucker.
Rip the hat. Where they started. It's cool. So.
I thought I heard him say it's cold.
Kiss me up. If you're listening to Around.
It's a pretty box, though, isn't it? Are you in pain? Don't ask. Heard the devil.
No.
Devil again. Did you hear that? Look at me.
Last one.
Demon. That might have been a kid, but I'm not positive. Dead. You heard that? Dead. Yeah, we know you're dead. No problem. It's okay if you're dead. We still like you. Okay, spirits, I'm going to wrap it up because I'm so hungry. I will come back and chat with you tomorrow night if you like. They said history. Last chance to say something before I end the session. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of death. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up. We'll chat tomorrow night. Thank you to whoever came through. It's the devil. Bye, spirits. I'm sorry, guys. I would do a longer session, but I'm so hungry. I can't wait to go eat. I'll try and do a longer one tomorrow night. I think that's it. Thank you to everyone who came in tonight. Thanks to my mods who are fantastic, as always. Great to see some new people. Thanks for coming over from Katie's and checking out our little paranormal corner of the universe. And to my regular people, I love you guys. Thanks for joining me, as always. And I hope you have a great night. And I hope you eat something yummy like I'm about to do. And be good, but not too good. And be nice, be generous, be kind, be loving, be forgiving, be compassionate, be empathetic. Try not to be mean. Make love, not war. And tell your loved ones everything you want to say, because you never know which day is your last day or theirs. And until next time, I bid you adieu. I'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Sleep well and don't let the demons bite. And I'm out. Poof. Bye, guys. Cheerio. Thanks, mods. Love you.